Yeah, I got scrolls and help.
Okay, here's a ready check for we're all here and ready to go. Okay, here goes. I think we're going to walk through this gate and get imprisoned first, if I remember correctly, and then we'll start everything.
What are you doing? Get up! I told you to leave the barrels alone.
Does everyone remember the epic in Mirkwood where you have to rescue Broen and you'd lay down the barrel with the nightshade?
Yep.
Yes.
That's what we do in here.
You can go down this one first? Okay.
Yeah, so there are 3 wings in here. There's this left one. If you see right now, there's a guy walking by. He just walked out of sight. There's one guy in this wing, and he walks around clockwise in a circle. We need to avoid him, because if he sees us, he kidnaps us and puts us over here, and I'm pretty sure it locks down the wing.
Julia has left the
Somewhere else down in here, there is, I think, 1 elf. Does anyone remember? Is it 1 or 2? Okay, I can't remember how many elves are in. We'll check all the rooms before we trigger the elves to leave. Once 1 elf passes the threshold here, it triggers a timer and slams the gate down. So for the other wings where I know there are more than 1 elf, we have to release them all at the same time, pretty much. So the elves are going to be hiding behind, well, they're going to be hiding in rooms, and the rooms are either going to have nothing in them, enemies in them, or an elf in them. When you walk past the door into the room, you'll trigger the elf to start doing stuff and try and leave. So we're going to open the door and not go in until we verify there isn't an elf in there. We will need to go into the rooms that are empty or have guys in them to kill them to hide from the big troll that's walking around. Here he goes now. You can see it. Get another look at him. Does anyone have any questions? Someone who's done this a bunch have anything else that I'm forgetting?
Nope.
Okay, here we go then. We will kind of follow that big troll clockwise and keep an eye out behind you. If you see him coming, call it out and we'll hide quickly. Okay, there's no elf in here. We can all
Yeah, put up a target assist when you have a chance.
Oh, yeah. Sorry. Okay, no elf, everyone in. Okay, and if you see over here, we have a nightshade barrel. Ah, troll's coming, so everyone hide in this room. And while we wait for him to go by, I'll go over the nightshade. It's just like the epic quest. You can carry 1 barrel at a time. I'll grab this first one, and as we come to more rooms, we'll hopefully get to the point where everyone has a barrel. We'll use those when we're ready to get the elves out, or when we need to get a troll out of the way because we need to finish something. And that'll knock out the troll once he gets to the cloud, and that way he will be asleep and won't see us. Okay, and then stay in this room. I'm going to pull the 2 Uruks here. These guys are only here on tier 2. If you do it on tier 1, you don't have to worry about them. They do have a knockback effect, so I'll try and line them up perpendicular to the door. On that way, you guys can get behind them, but still not get knocked back into the hallway if that big troll comes by. Okay, troll guy's a little ways ahead of us. We can go forward to the next room. Alright, and there's 2 nightshade barrels in here, so 2 people can pick them up.
I got one.
Alright, and then we'll go down to that next corner. The elf is in here, so don't go into this room.
Okay, our
There's also an elf
big
in
guy
here.
is visible.
Okay, we're gonna keep running around this corner then.
Comes
Keep
troll.
either of those 2 rolls.
Rolls.
Doors. Sorry. Alright, this one doesn't have
Alright, this one doesn't have an elf. Everyone in.
I guess that would make sense. Yeah, there must be 2 on this side, 3 in the next one, and 4 in the last one, because that would make 9. Okay, so we now know where both the elves are. They're in that back corner. So what we're going to do is clear out one of these rooms over here for one of us to hide in. Everyone else is going to hide in this room. Once the troll goes by, you guys will go out here, trigger both elves. So let's see, we'll have Leia go straight ahead and Rob get the one that you have to turn a little. And stay with them, because if you get too far away they kind of get scared and stop moving. And I will be over here to drop a nightshade barrel in front of that troll. So right now, we're going to go clear a room for me to hide in while we do that. Actually, we should probably get these big guys. Okay, so I'm going to pull these guys and we'll go back to that room we were just in.
Big guy's coming.
Okay, you guys wait there. Okay, trolls coming by. When I say go, you guys will run out. Leia, turn left and go straight. You'll see your elf right ahead of you. Rob, go left, and then when you get to the corner, you'll turn right, and the troll and the elf will be there. Okay, go.
I don't know. Standing with Pine?
Are we supposed to be running counterclockwise?
Yeah, run counterclockwise. And
Okay.
we're going out of the room. Back to that central area.
Gotcha.
Huzzah. Okay, so this next wing is a slightly more complicated design. That one was just kind of one square. This one is a cross. There are 2 straight lines. There are 3 elves in there somewhere, and there are 2 trolls. Each one goes straight up and down. So they cross in front of each other. We'll probably have to use Nightshade just to get past them. And then we'll have to use it again later to get the elves out. So this one's a bit trickier. I'm going to wait for the troll that goes straight up and down here to get up and then start heading back, so we'll have time to go in and clear the first few rooms looking for elves. Okay, so the 3 elf positions here are this one, and then the kind of side room that's on its own, like this one here, but on the other side of the intersection. So if you go straight through the intersection and then first door on your left. And then the last elf is down the right on that intersection. So what we're going to do is have... Who are my people with Nightshade?
I've got one.
I got one.
I have one.
Oh, everyone back into this room?
They're hurting this way.
Okay.
Okay.
I am going to sneak over to the elf that's to the right on the intersection, and I'll hide in one of the doors next to her until we're ready. Jez, if you could get the elf just out of here and to the right, and then Pine, stay with Jez a little bit ahead of her, and when she's passing through the intersection, be up at the door just past the intersection to trigger that elf, so it gives it a bit of time to talk about stuff. And then it'll follow with you, and you can run out probably at about the same time as Jez. And then, Bay, with your Nightshade, you are going to be waiting at the intersection. You're going to drop your Nightshade as they're both coming towards you, and then fall back a little bit so they don't see you before they walk into the cloud. And once that's dropped, call it out,
Okay,
and we'll free the elves, and they should be asleep by the time it's ready to go.
No, I'm sorry. You wanted me to get this one here, right?
Yeah, that's going to be your elf.
Okay. So Bay's got to let us know when they're down, right?
Yeah, Bay's going to call out when he's dropping the Nightshade, and I'll let him know when I'm in position, because it's going to take me a little while, because they cross their paths in a way that makes it tricky to get to the other side.
Pine, are you clear on where yours is?
I think so, yeah. First door on the left after we cross the crosswalk, the cross path.
Okay, Bay, I'm in position. If you can get to the intersection, go ahead and drop that nightshade. If it looks like they're going to be too close, wait until the next pass.
Okay, dropping. Done.
Okay. Go ahead, Pine.
Okay, free your
Okay.
elves.
For your elves.
Freed.
That's 3 elves running for the exit. Excellent. Huzzah! Hopefully there will be more nightshade in this next room, because we're about to do the hardest room. This is a 3x3 grid, a tic-tac-toe board. There's 3 paths going up and down and 3 paths going across. And if you think of one extreme corner to the middle path, and he goes around that corner over there, and then the opposite corner, I think. We'll kind of figure it out as we go, because I don't entirely remember.
All 3 of them do cross in the middle, though, at some point, don't they? I remember. I thought they all 3 kind of crossed in the same, like right there in the middle.
Okay, I'm going to start by pulling these Uruks, and we'll go back up that ramp a little bit.
Oops. You're gonna pull all of them. Have a kickback, so hope I don't think you're in a troll.
Yeah, the Sentinels do a knockback, so with the way it works here, it's better to take their frontal AoE than to risk getting knocked back into the path of the troll.
Let me, before we go down, come back up here. Let me make sure everybody's buffs are okay. I think we need to do buffs again. We don't really need them in this part, though, do we? But
Oh, actually, let's go up to the center room, and we'll redo buffs, and I will go over the last boss fight, because there's no rest between the
right.
elves getting rescued and the boss starting. There's like a little bit of a timer, but there's not exactly, it's not of our choosing. The way this fight's gonna work when the boss fight, there's, the elves lined up against their doors. There's gonna be 3 of these big trolls, 1 by each door. They have a big AoE, so, the one thing we gotta do until it kinda gets in control is to get them away from the elves. So, Bay, if you can just throw a mez out, doesn't matter how long it is, on the guy that'll be where the door with 2 of them is.
Okay.
It'll hold for long enough. Jez or Pine, whoever can get him targeted first, doesn't matter. Throw something at the guy who's going to be where the door with 3 is. I'll try and pick up this troll. If there's a troll coming after you, just keep moving, run away from him. Hopefully I'll be able to pull him off you pretty quickly. But basically, if you stop moving, the elves will decide to try and help you by attacking the troll from in front of the troll and getting themselves killed. Because they're not the brightest elves. That's why they didn't level up past Mirkwood.
That's how they got here in the first place, right?
Right?
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, pretty
There's also going to be a Kargul who comes in partway through the fight. Ignore him for a little bit, because he does some special things based on his morale. So we'll burn down the trolls first. And then we'll only have to deal with him when he's doing his thing. Okay, so I saw the last guy, and I now remember how this works. The guy with the 2 spikes coming over his shoulders that passes this point will go down to the next intersection here, turn left, go all the way to the far side, turn left, come up to this line over there, and then come back here. So he does kind of a rectangle. The next guy does the same rectangle, but shifted 1 square over. So he'll be the center line, the far line over that way, and the whole length of it side to side. So they do all cross in the middle. Yeah, see, this is the third guy. He's going to look there and then turn away from us. And he's got nothing on his shoulders. Alright, no elf in here. We can go in. So if you look at your map, you'll see we're at kind of the top left corner of a 3x3 grid. The 3 elves we have to rescue are one place to the right of us between the rooms, and then the middle room at the very bottom below it, and the middle room on the very right side next to it. The trolls walk up and across the middle line, and then around in a counterclockwise circle, the 3 directly below us, then 1 to the right, those 3 up, and then the rectangle, one whole thing to the right of that. Alright, everyone has Nightshade, right?
I got some.
Yeah.
Yes.
Excellent. Okay, I'm just going to name people and choose where you're going to be, and then once we've figured out where everyone's going to be, we'll get into position, and then I'll make sure everyone's ready. Pine, I want you to get to the center room along the north hall, so 1 big room away from us, and hide in the little room above that. It's empty, I think, right?
It looks empty.
Right.
Yeah, the elf's in the little place in the middle, right?
Yes.
I hope.
Okay. I hope so too. You're going to hide in there. Once we're ready to go, you're going to go out into that big room, drop your Nightshade, and then go and trigger the elf, and then walk with her out into the main room. Bay, I'm going to have you hide out with him. When we say go, you're going to go to the very center, drop your Nightshade there, and then turn to go back to the main room. You don't have to rescue an elf. Leia, I want you to go all the way south of us, and then when we're ready to go, you're going to go into the big room on the corner, drop your Nightshade, go east towards the next big room, and free that elf. Jez, you're going to hang out where we are now, and when we're ready, you're going to run straight to the middle, the door right before the exit, and stand there. If you see any trolls awake and coming towards you, drop your nightshade. Otherwise, just kind of watch out, and once you've seen 3 elves run past you, go into the main room.
Okay.
I am going to go to the far room. Oh, Rob, I want you to go with me. We'll go all the way to the opposite corner of where we are now. Hide in that little room off the bottom. When we go out, when we're ready to go, you're going to drop your nightshade right in that corner. And then we're both going to go to the middle room along the kind of east coast there, the north-south corridor, the middle room. I'm going to drop my nightshade in that room, and we're going to free the elf and probably run straight west all the way into the main room. Okay, I'm going to give a count of 3. Rob, get ready to drop your right nightshade. Never mind, actually, not right now. One more pass. Back in the room.
Okay.
Leia, let me know when you can see the guy who's coming towards you cross Jez. Or Jez if you see the one that's walking across your way.
Okay.
On the right.
He should be coming any moment. Mine's up just about out of sight going away from me. The big rock. Okay, here comes Layla's towards her. He just crossed in front of me.
Okay.
Everyone, it's time to go. Leia, go out and lay your nightshade. Pine, lay your nightshade. Rob, lay your nightshade.
Do I start my elf?
Yeah, go for the elves.
Okay, nightshade down.
Got my elf.
Alright, stay with her. If you get too far away, she'll try and reset.
Okay, everybody's falling asleep. We're clear. Here comes 2 elves. 1 on each end. Waiting for the 3rd.
Okay. Ours took the long way for some reason, but it looks like we should make it.
Okay, waiting. Okay, here you come.
Okay, everyone up the ramp. Okay. Bay, try and mez the one. Yeah, you guys are in position. Excellent. And if a troll's coming after you, just run away.
I'm on the 3 here, right?
Yeah.
With Pine? Okay.
With Pine. Whichever one gets you. Gets it is awesome. If he's running after the other one, try and help Bay, because I think I have Bay traded for DPS, so his mez won't last long.
Okay.
You can eat now if you've got it too. We have a little bit of time until that door slams shut. Fear resistance if you have it. There's a lever over in the corner. Leia or Rob, I don't have you guys picking up anything. Could one of you go and pull that, see what happens? It's,
I think that just opens the door from if you're stuck on... Here they come.
Oh.
Did you really think you could
okay.
So was that timed, or did we pull the lever?
Oh, I don't know.
all you have managed to do is to collect our enemies into one room?
I'm scared.
Now you too shall share in our prisoner's fate. You shall never leave this place alive.
Get him.
Unmezable.
I focus the shadows on you.
My guy's not staying with me.
Yeah, he's unmezable.
Where's the other guy? Okay, I'll get...
Lost an elf.
Okay, I think they're all on me. Pine, pick one, challenge it out, or actually just follow it. Everyone follow Pine's targets.
That's your fire bank?
Yes.
Your threat means nothing.
Okay, this guy does a big AoE fear at some point. I don't remember when. I'm going to hide in the corner. Leia, do your best to keep the elves completely topped off. For anyone else who can throw out heals, if Leia falls behind, Shift F10 cycles through nearby friendly NPCs.
I was planning on scaring some of your lot.
Anti-fear thing.
I focus the shadows on you.
So I thought I saw an eyeball out there on someone. Did it do anything?
It was an NPC. They're still standing.
Oh, that's good.
Cannot think to threaten. I focus the shadows on you.
Okay, fear.
Is this how you want to
Unpotable.
terror will be mine.
Yeah, I tried to hit Lesser
Yeah,
Courage.
it is.
didn't work.
It's potable, Pun?
No.
No, it's not.
Okay. 'Cause
No. Yeah, it is unpotable.
Don't try and confuse me.
Lesser Courage I thought would work. It didn't seem like it worked the first time. It didn't that time.
I focus the shadows on you.
Somebody's got an eyeball on him. Oathbreakers.
Let terror take you all.
Feared.
Okay, that one, well, no. I had a
That's me
potable and it
fearing,
took
that's
it,
what
but I'm
can't
still
have.
feared.
Yeah, it's...
There's two fears that happen at once. One's the one that makes you run away, and one's a little damage over time. So, still good to pot it if you get the damage over time, because
Okay.
everyone's feared, so no one can heal you.
I focus the shadows on you.
Yay.
Good work. did pretty good.
We get seals in there, or did we not save enough? I can't even tell.
I don't see any seals.
I don't see any seals. I see medallions.
But the boss is glowing. Maybe you
Complete
have
a
to
challenge.
Complete a challenge.
Oh yeah, we did.
Oh, this is extra weird.